you working with the Locked and Loaded RN. If you're new to my channel, bienvenidos. If you're one of my awesome subscribers, welcome back. I know as soon as I go live, the texts and the calls is gonna start rolling in. So if I get cut off, y'all know what it is. Somebody called me like they always do as soon as I go live. But I missed y'all. I missed being on live and the conversations. It's been a long road and it still ain't even halfway over. I need to do a good video on my surgery. I having fibroids removed and post the pictures and stuff so y'all can. But happy Juneteenth. Hopefully y'all got the day off from work because I know school is out for most people already. So hopefully you got the day off from work. It's a federal holiday. Even though my cousin that does construction said he out there working. I don't know how that works. I'm due to wash my hair. But I don't even know how that would work because I can't even bend over to wash it. Mm-mm. Black bean. Okay. Thanks. I'll take it. I'll take it, boo. Press Nation. Hi, Lindsay. How you doing? How's your day going? Happy Thursday. Hi, Lila Fate. Is it Lila? Lily? No, I can't press. I think you're on the wrong channel. I think you're bored and you're on the wrong channel. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. I am 9 days post-op for my surgery. For those that follow my channel, y'all know that I had surgery on the 10th of June. And I'm healing. That's why I haven't gone live in a long time. I was in the hospital for 3 days. And I came home recently, so I'm just healing, y'all. And I'm going to tell you the truth. If you're a person that's busy like me, y'all know I'm a nurse. I'm used to ripping, running, working, making money. He's just sitting down. I got to keep myself sane. I got to keep myself sane. It's been rainy, so I've been kind of put inside. Today is a nice day for the first time, so I'm actually going to go in the back at some point and sit in my gazebo in the back of my house. And I think that will be nice. As I get stronger, I might go walk around my block a little bit too. But it's no joke. This process is no joke. But it is what it is. That's life. What's everybody doing with their Juneteenth, with Friday, with their Thursday? Look, my days is a mess. Are y'all off from work? Or you What you doing? Are you going to a parade, a cookout? You do you not care that it's Juneteenth? Where are we at with it? I feel like it's two categories. It's either people that take Juneteenth very serious. I got a nice email. I either there's either people that take Juneteenth very serious, or there's people that's not, that don't take it serious at all. So where are y'all with it? Well, let me look at this email. Guess what, y'all? God is good. Today I got my first contract signed. If you follow me, y'all know that I have a couple entrepreneurial things I'm working on. And one of them, I need two contracts signed with a nursing home. I got my first contract signed this morning. And so, I thoroughly believe that everything you go through in this life is for a reason. Everything God permits to happen in your life, good, bad, indifferent, it's a reason. So I have 4 to 6 weeks that I'm gonna be sitting home. And at first I was like, I'm not even gonna lie, there's so many times that I thought about canceling the surgery just because I don't want to sit down for 4 to 6 weeks. But I waited a year. I waited a whole year to get a surgery date with the hospital that I got, because it's one of the best in the nation. And so for me to date up, it wouldn't have made sense. In any case, I told myself I'm gonna make goals. I'm gonna make things that I'm gonna work towards while I'm home, so I don't blow the time sitting down at home doing woe is me, going crazy. I said, mm-mm. One of the things I said I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my two contracts signed. In Jesus' name, I'm gonna get my two contracts signed. And I'm also gonna set up my other business so that by the time I'm better, my other business will be booming. So that's what I'm doing. I just been working towards this stuff because the first couple of days that I was home, I was just sitting home watching TV. And then after I'm like, I'm not gonna blow these weeks watching TV every day, all day, sleep, wake up, watch TV every day. Mm-mm. So I started making a list. I'm like, I need a list of things that I'm gonna make sure I get accomplished at the end of my time from being home healing, that at least it was able to help me to propel forward with my business, with finances, with whatever. And so that's what I've been working towards. And I tell you something, God is good. Like I said, the first contract rolled out this morning. Should be the contact for the okay. Um so yeah, the contract. And mind you, and this is why you never give up, right? I went and I had a meeting with this lady. Initial date that I had, that the meeting with the lady from the nursing home was June. Let me see if I could go back. I don't know if I'm able to go back to when it started. It was in the beginning of June though. That I do know for sure. Or maybe even May. No. I know we had our meeting. She said check back with her in a week and she'll let me know. The week came back around. She didn't answer me. No. She said, "Oh yes, we're interested. We just want the administrator to look over it to agree. No, the CEO to look over it to agree to sign the contract." So she said, "Give me another week." And I said, "Okay, no problem." The week came. I called. Answer, no call back. Leaving voicemails. Um, what you call it? Making sure that I emailed her. I did a little bit of everything, trying to see what's up because it sounded like she was interested in contract. Finally, after a while, I said, you know what? I'm gonna give up. Not give up, but I'm like, I'm not. I do understand that it's my business, right? So I do need to chase you, but to a certain extent, I'm not gonna chase you. If you don't want to do business with me, you're not the one to do business with. So out of nowhere, after I stopped calling, I got an email back from her saying, sorry about the delay, that they wanted me to make some tweaks to the contract, and then if so, they'll be willing to sign it. So I said, okay, cool. The changes, and I sent her the thing back. The same day she said it, I sent it back to her. I sent it on the 9th. No answer. Again, I sent it signed now for her to sign it and send it back to me. Nothing, 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 nothing. Finally, um, 18th, which is 9 days later, I wrote her and I said, "Hi, I'm just following up to make sure that you received the contract." And then she didn't say nothing again until today, this morning. Well, I guess that was one part. She signed it and sent it back. Now they cutting grass, y'all. You know why this is happening? It's because I cut grass yesterday. I told y'all that the neighbors compete. When you live in certain blocks, let me tell y'all something. If you cut your grass, everybody and their mom gonna cut their grass. Even if the grass wasn't due to be cut, everybody and their mom is gonna come out and cut their grass because now they don't want their house to look like the shabby one on the street. And so I cut my grass yesterday. This guy that don't even they don't even have grass. Like they don't even have grass. He came out with his weed whacker to dig up, I guess, the weeds that's growing up from the cement. Then now this morning now there's 3 people cutting their lawns. Whatever. I'm the only person that don't compete. My lawn day is my lawn day. I don't care what they doing. Um, yeah. Send this message back. Good morning. Morning. Email because this is what I'm trying to do, y'all. I need the contract that they're signing with me is for one part of my business, right? But I'm setting it up in a way that my other business makes money as well, right? So we got one contract going for this, but as an incentive, I'm offering them services, like my CPR services, even though that's not what the contract is about. So it's a win-win. So I figure I'm like, if I have 4 contracts renting homes, it's good for this part of my business, but it'll also turn around and be good for my CPR business because I'll have classes, certified staff. So it'll be a win-win. So we just signed a contract, and then I said, "Do you want my dates for August? Because y'all know I'm gonna be better by August. July, July. I'm not sure when she'll clear me in July, but I know by August I'm going back to work." And so I'm like trying to get them scheduled for at least 2 days out of the month for this nursing home. And then I'm going to work on getting more contracts with other nursing homes and getting them scheduled. So I will work my regular job the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then try to have at least 8 to 10 classes a month with the different nursing homes. That's not including the other people that schedule with me, on the street or whatever. But because realistically, this is the next thing. Y'all know that if you follow my channel, I work my regular home care job and then I often work with the travel job. My truck is about to be paid off. I got like $1,000 something left to pay off. And it has $130,000, 130,000 miles. Y'all know that as soon as you pay your vehicle off, that's when it tanks out, right? So I'm not trying to keep driving my vehicle to Rhode Island, Massachusetts, all over the way after it's paid off. I want to enjoy driving a vehicle without a car note for as long as I can. For as long as I can. But in order to substitute that money, I need to set up myself with my business to start making that money. So that's what the goal is. That's what I'm working on. So she's putting me in contact with the person that deals CPR certifications. And I'm gonna let her know that I could offer like 2 dates. I'll do one very early morning class for the people that maybe work in the evening, and I'll do one evening. I'll do like a 7 a.m. research class, and I'll do like a 5 p.m. for the people that worked mornings and need to. I think that sounds good, right? If I could get 4 nursing homes to sign a contract and let me certify their staff, that'd be awesome. Great. I hope all is well. As part of my contract, I offer what's up, y'all? Talk to me. Certification. I was telling it's starting in August. To handle, what's the word? I don't want to use handle. To provide. There we go. Okay. So I would be happy to offer dates a month starting in August to be available in August to provide certification Don't y'all hate when you fill something out and it looks so good, and then when you send it and you reread it again, it didn't make no sense? I'll be happy to offer 2 dates a month starting in August to provide certification / recertification. For your new current employees. Order to offer flexibility, in order to offer flexibility, I can offer a 8:30 a.m. class and a 5 p class. Please let me know what you think. Just thinking. Okay. Please let me know how it sounds. Sounds. If interested, I can. If interested, I can send you over that I am available in August. Thank you. Type on one hand, it takes forever. I'm used to with my two hands. All right, let's reread this. Hi, Carrie. Sounds good. Hi, Carrie. As well. I was happy to offer 2 dates a month. Starting in August, provide CPR certification class, recertification for your newly hired or current employees. To offer flexibility, I can offer a 8:30 class and a 5 p.m. class. Please know how that sounds, and if interested, I sat down and I also listed all of my debt because y'all, I want to be debt free minus my student loans and my house by the end of this year. And I know I have started this debt free Dave Ramsey journey several times. I've started that journey so many times. I've watched a bunch of his videos. I've gotten motivated. I've started the baby steps. I got, get the $1,000, list the debts from smallest to largest, and I'll be like, let's do it. Live like no one else so that later you can live like no one else. I'll be so excited. And then, my mom talking to me? Are you talking to me? It's so weird. My house isn't that big, but for some reason, I don't know if it's the insulation or something. I swear you can't hear a person that's on a different floor from you. It's weird. Anyways, I get pumped up and I get on my Dave Ramsey stuff, right? And I'll be like, I can't. People will invite me out to eat, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't right now. I'm on a free journey. Or I start trying to not be shopping because I'll be like, I'm on my Dave Ramsey. But what happens is two things happen. Number one, life happens, right? And so sometimes you're doing good. Let's say you pay off a credit card and it motivates you and you're doing good. And then all of a sudden you come out, you'll see two of your tires flat. And it'll be like, oh, it's $1,000 to get two tires. You'll be like, like it turns you off. When stuff like that happens, it kind of sets you back and makes you feel like, why am I trying? That's number one. Number two is I feel like, it's a journey, right? When you want to pay off debt, especially depending on how much debt you have, it's not something that you're going to do in like 2 months. When you listen to Dave Ramsey's show, it be taking people like 3 years to pay off their debt. So it's not like you're going to suck it up and miss eating out for 2 months. It's like 3 years, depending if you have a lot, or 6 months. And I feel like I get it. I get everything that he's teaching, and it makes sense. Watch mom up here talking loud. Yeah. So sorry, because she was coming up talking on the phone. I didn't know what she was talking about, and I didn't want her to be loud, not knowing I'm on live. But yeah. So what happens with the Dave Ramsey stuff is, I feel like okay, if it's 3 years, that's a couple, let's say, or person is gonna be on their free stuff and just grind. They call it gazelle intensity. I feel like though, like let's say it's something with your family that they're having that's big, invite you to. Yeah, it's nice to be disciplined to say no, I'm not going to go because I'm committed to my what I'm doing. But I feel like what if next year you hear that, let's say grandma passed away? It's like you, at least me, I'm gonna kick myself and be like, I wish I would have just went. Money comes, goes, and guess what? I still didn't pay off my debt, and I didn't go spend the moments and make memories with family. So I don't know. I feel like the medium, and I could be wrong, and maybe that's the medium that keeps me kind of in debt, is because you're looking at it and you're like, um, yes, I want to pay off debt and be debt free, financially intelligent, but I live like, and I want to make memories, and I want to enjoy my family, and I don't know, be in the present because you. I've heard people call in on Dave Ramsey's show, and they grind for years, paid off their house, paid off everything, and then like 6 months later, they come to find out that one of the spouse has cancer and has 3 months to live, and so it's like I mean, I get granted they might be happy that at least they're leaving the other spouse in a better financial situation than them being in debt and all of this stuff. But I don't know. I'm on memories and experiences. Even like when I give people a gift, I'm not the type that's gonna buy you a Gucci bag or I don't know. Like I'm just not a material type of person. I'll take you on a trip. I will. If I buy you something, I'll buy you something and take you somewhere. Even with my nieces and my nephews, I barely buy my niece and nephews things. Like I take them places. And I like that when I hear them later on when they're older and they're like, you remember the time you took us to Niagara Falls and when we did I like that. I like for them to be able to get older and even if I'm dead and gone, they could be like, oh, I remember the time when we went to Montana and it was fun and we fell and da-da. I like that because I feel like memories live forever. Things come and go. So I don't know. I'm somewhere in between trying to find a balance between life is short, let me enjoy myself, and I want to be debt free. But I do want to be debt free because if you really sit down and you calculate your bills, like the debt things, the things that you got to pay a minimum payment every month, me personally, if I was to get rid of all of those things, it would be an extra 1,500 I could save a month. And when I think about that, that motivates me. That's like extra 1,500 to either save or do something else with it. That'd be awesome. Like if you just have to pay your regular daily bills, like the mortgage, car insurance, heat, electric, things that come every month but weren't debt things. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. So that's what I would like. That's what my goal is. I believe everything starts with a pen and paper. So I love to write things down in notebooks, the steps, what I like to do, how I do it. That's how I am. So I'm there. I have a note, like two notebooks out in my planner. And by the time I finish this 6 weeks or 4 weeks, I really just want to be in a better space, mentally, financially, physically, than when I started before I had my surgery. You know. Anyway, let me go. I gotta work on a essay to submit for a grant for my business. That's one of the things on my list to start submitting essays to try to get grant money for my business instead of me getting out all the money to do everything all the time. As a woman, especially a minority woman, there's so many grants out there for me, for us. You just gotta do the homework and you gotta submit the essays. So I'm about to. Bye.